Hello everyone, I hope everyone is great. Okay, let us start our mathematics portion of 10th class. So we are going to start a chapter called as probability. Okay, very important chapter. It carries around 4 to 5 marks for our annual exam. Okay, let us begin with this. Okay, what the probability means? Okay, probability actually it means the chances or a probably doubtful assumption. Okay, or else assuming it. Okay, and or else may or may not may not be may or may not be. So these are the some synonymous of the probability in generally what we are talking about, and in generally we have some examples on this probability, like it will probably rain today. I doubt that he will pass the test. Okay, he or she may get out of out marks. Understand the sentence. Okay, we are saying the sentence in a doubtful manner. Okay, this is what the probability means actually in generally. When I go mathematically about the probability, we have a definition, we have the formulas. Okay, let us see what are they. Okay, so probability, actually probability of an event, probability of an event is equals to, it is the ratio, it is the ratio of what it says, it is the ratio of number of favorable outcomes, favorable outcomes to the 2 means this is part division to the total number of outcomes. So this actually probability means. Okay, we'll repeat it. It is the ratio of number of favorable outcomes to the total number of outcomes. So we will take some examples about the probability. About the coin I will talk. Okay, see we have a coin here, so it has head and tail. If I talk about this probability of a coin, we have how many outcomes here? Head and tail. Okay, we have head also and we have tail also. When I toss a coin, we may get head or we may get tail. Okay, so the probability of an event, if I do some example, if I do an example about the coin, see when I toss it, we may get head or we may get tail here. We don't know. So what we can say, probability of an event is equals to, what will be the outcome here? It may be head or it may be tail, but one only will be the outcome. One outcome will be there. Okay, one outcome. So number of favorable outcome is only one outcome we are getting it, but total number of outcomes are how many? Both head or tail. So this is what called as probability of an event. When I talk about the dice, okay, it has how many faces? 6 faces. 1 2 3 4 5 and 6, and it is numbered in this manner only. Okay, 6 faces will be there, and but actually the sum of the two opposite sides will be making 7 under that. Okay, it is actually the rule of a dice of what we say it. So what is the probability of an event? There are how many faces? 6 faces. Total number of means our total number of outcomes are how many? 6 outcomes are there. When I roll a die, we may get 1, we may get 2, we may get 3, we may get 4 5 6. Okay, any answer we may get it, but only one answer will be coming. Outcome will be only one. So number of favorable outcomes are how many? 1 there, but total number of outcomes are how many? 6 chances are there. There are how many chances? 6 chances. 6 chances, but outcome is only 1. So 1 by 6 we can call it. Okay, welcome you back for the probability class. Let us continue our class. Okay, now probability of an experiment. Probability of an experiment. We are talking about an experiment. Numerically, let us say this. Actually, probability of an experiment lies between 0 and 1. Okay, it lies between 0 and 1. How we will represent it numerically? Let us see this. Okay, so probability of an event is always less than 1 or equal to 1, and it will be always more than 0 or equal to 0. You can take any experiment, the probability always lies between 0 and 1. It will not cross 1 and it will be not less than 0. Okay, so this is about the probability of an experiment. Okay, let us go for the some of the important concept about the probability, like impossible event. Impossible event. Okay, what is this impossible event says? Impossible event means there is no chance of occurring an result, means there is no result at all. So those are called as impossible event, and the probability of those kind of event will be equal to 0. There is no event at all, there is no any result at all, so that is called as an impossible event. For example we'll take it. Okay, example we can take it as when I roll a die, there may be a chances of getting only 6 numbers, that is 1 2 3 4 5 6. If I say that, what is the probability of getting 7 in that? What is the probability of getting 7 in that? Nothing but 0. It is not possible. It is not possible to occur 7 in that. So we call it as a impossible event. One more example let us take. What is the whether sun rises in north? Impossible. It is not possible. No, those are called as impossible event. Let us go for one more. Sure event. What is this? Sure event or certain event, or certain event. So name itself says that sure and certain, means 101% the event is going to be occur there. It is going to be, it is possible. Okay, so like for example, after what is the succeeding term of 2? Definitely 3. Okay, I can say that 3 is the succeeding term of 2. After 2, 3 only comes. Whether it 5 comes? No, it is not possible. No, 2 after 2, 3 only comes. After Sunday, Monday only comes. So these are called as sure event. What is this is called as a sure event or a certain event. Okay, okay, understood this concept? Sure event, impossible event, and probability of an experiment numerically. Okay, so let us go for one more definition called as elementary event. Called as elementary event. What it says? Elementary event means nothing but elementary events are those which have exactly one answer. Exactly one answer means when I toss a coin, we have one answer. We are not getting head and tail both. Okay, when I toss a coin, we are not getting head or a head and tail. Both answers we are not getting. Okay, so only one answer we will get. It may be head or it may be tail. Okay, this is called as elementary event. Elementary event means in a event in which a one answer is producing. It is producing a one answer. They are called as a elementary event. Once again I will repeat, elementary events are those events which has only one answer, one outcome, one result. Okay, I hope everyone understood. We will see in the next video. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome you back for the chapter probability. So let us continue the concept. So we are going to discuss about the complementary of an event. Okay, important concept it is, complementary of an event. Okay, I hope you understood about the probability of an event. Probability of an event nothing but number of favorable outcomes. Probability of an event means number of favorable outcomes to the total number of outcomes. So complementary of an event means what? Complementary of an event means which are not a probability of an event, which are not a probability of an event. Okay, which are not a probability of an event. Complementary of an event means which are not a probability of an event, like P of E bar. This bar says that complementary of an event. If it is P of E, we only call it as probability of an event. P of E bar says that complementary of an event. Let us take some example about this complementary. Okay, I will talk about the dice. Okay, when I roll a die, how many chances, how many outcomes we have in a die? 6 outcomes, means 1 2 3 4 5 6. I am not asking the answer here. I am saying that we may get out of 6 any number. Okay, but we have how many outcomes? We have 6 outcomes, but only one result will be coming over there when I roll it. Okay, let us see this. See, probability of an event, if I consider particularly event of 6, what is the probability of 6 if I call? What is the probability of 6? Probability of 6 is nothing but number of favorable outcomes to the total number of outcomes. What is the probability of 6? Probability of 6 is 1 by 6. This is the number of favorable outcomes. This is the total number of outcomes. Now we are talking about the complementary of an event. So complementary of an event means complementary of 6 means excluding 6, how many numbers left out there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these may be occur there. Outcomes out of these 6, one was considered as a probability of an event. So complementary of an event means excluding this 6, we have how many numbers? 5. But total number of event outcomes were how many? 6. So the complementary of 6 is 5 by 6. So we call it this as a complementary of an event. Fine, one more example we'll take. For example, we have one complementary of an event. Okay, so complementary of an event. Okay, so we'll talk on dice only. Okay, so we have 6 results. We may get 6 out of this 6, one only we will be getting, but we have 6 results. When I roll it, the probability of getting 2 is what? 1 by 6. When I roll once again, when the probability of getting 3 is 1 by 6. Okay, these are actually the probability of an particular event, 2 and 3. Now complementary of an event means what? Complementary of an event means P of E bar of particularly for this will be, when I rolled it, we got only one answer, that is this answer we got. So how many left out there? 5. So total number of outcomes are 6. So this is 5 by 6. We'll talk about complementary of P of 3. So P of 3 complementary of an event is also 5 by 6, because we got one answer here, that is 3. So 3 excluding 3, how many left out? 5. So 5 by 6. These are the two separate examples for the complementary of an event. Okay, I hope everyone understood here. Thank you. An important concept on probability of an event and complementary of an event. Actually, these are related with the sum. So what is the relation? The sum of the probability of an event and the complement of an event is always equals to 1. This relation is very important for your 1 marks question. Okay, everyone, welcome you back. So let us continue our probability chapter. So probability chapter, under that let us learn a new concept about the coin. Okay, so outcomes of the coin, we can say. Okay, outcomes of a coin. So as you know that when a coin is tossed once, when a coin is tossed once, you know how many possible outcomes we have. We may get head or tail. Okay, these are the two possible outcomes of a coin, head or a tail. When a coin is tossed twice, this is the first concept. We'll go for the second concept. Coin tossed twice. This is one name, and same or one more name of this coin tossed twice is two coins tossed once. Okay, both are same here. So let us see how many outcomes we will get it for the coin tossed twice or two coin tossed once. Okay, so very simple it is. Some of the people will write directly head, tail and tail, head. So let us learn it and we will write it. Okay, so make a table of that. Okay, so head I will write here and tail or else you can head and tail, you can edit. See, this is one coin outcome and this is one more coin outcome. So head it comes, and head tail it comes, and tail head, and tail tail. So how many outcomes we have? We have 4 outcomes. Okay, we have 4 outcomes. So this is about the coin toss twice or 2 coin tossed once. We have 4 outcomes. When I go coin tossed thrice or 3 coins tossed once. I will repeat my sentence. Coin toss thrice. This one coin tossed thrice, 1 time, 2 time, and 3 time. This will be equal to 3 coins. Okay, these are 3 coins tossed like once. Both are same here. Okay, so how many outcomes we have? Let us see. We'll make a table again. Okay, okay na? So let us take the 2 coins outcomes, head head, head tail, tail head, and tail tail, and one more coin is added now there, 3 coins. So we'll make it as tail head or head tail. Okay, see how many outcomes it comes. See, T H H. Okay, and tail head tail, tail tail head, tail tail tail. Now we will go with head with these outcomes, 4 outcomes: head head head, head head tail, head tail head, and head tail tail. So how many outcomes we have? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So we have 8 outcomes. Okay, so this is about the outcomes of a coin. When a coin tossed once, we have 2 outcomes. When a coin tossed twice or a 2 coin tossed once, we have 4 outcomes. When a coin tossed thrice or 3 coin tossed once, we have 8 outcomes. So if it is 4 times, a coin tossed 4 times, well, how many outcomes we can say? How many outcomes it will be there? In the same manner only we can do, but we will say directly. We have 16 outcomes when it is tossed 4 times. Okay, how it comes? See actually how many faces we have for a coin? 2. So 2 coins. It is tossed once means we have 2 outcomes. When it is when it is tossed twice, we will make it as a 2 raised to 2. It has 4 outcomes. When it is tossed thrice, it has 8 outcomes. Okay, when it has tossed 4, it has 16 outcomes. 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8, 8 to the 16. So the general formula or a general form of a coin, outcomes of a coin, is 2 raised to n. N nothing but how many times you are going to toss it. If you toss it once, it will be 2 raised to 1, it will be 2. If you toss it twice, it will be 2 raised to 2, it will be 4. If you toss it thrice, it will be 2 raised to 3, it will be 8. If you toss it 4, it will be 16. It continues. If you want, you can go for the still more numbers. Okay, so this is about the outcomes of a coin. Okay, we'll stop here and we'll continue the next class. Thank you.